So this is definitely not a video that I ever thought I would be making since starting my TikTok and my YouTube, but unfortunately it happened. How do I start this conversation? How do I share this story without sharing too much information? I'm gonna try to make this as like plain as possible because of HIPAA, right? I am in the medical field. I know that I'm working for myself and I'm working privately, but still, HIPAA is a real thing, and I want to respect that. So I'm going to try very hard to get through this entire video without crying, because I am not looking for sympathy from anybody in any kind of way. I promised you guys that I'd always be honest and transparent and hold myself accountable. I'm very big on accountability, and I believe in practicing what you preach. So here we go. Yesterday was just like any other day. I went to work and it was a great day at work. And you guys know, they've been following me for a while, that I work for hospice. If you don't know what like hospice is or like how you qualify for it, it's a patient that a doctor believes with his medical judgment that patient has 6 months or less to live, and then you can get put on hospice. So I've been doing that for about 10 years, and I've been doing private care for like the last 2 years. Yesterday, my patient's daughter came in from out of state. She's so sweet. I love the whole family. They're all so amazing. And this week the family's making very tough decisions, and I've known that, and I've been aware of that, you know. But the decisions that are being made can mean that my patient is going to pass away here within like 2 weeks to a month. Very hard, very tough decisions. And I think I shared with you guys a while ago that my honey, his dad passed away like a month ago. And so with all that said, like yesterday I just went down this deep, dark rabbit hole of, I've been able to bless my honey with being able to grieve like properly. And I think that's something that everybody should get to do. Whenever my late boyfriend passed away, I couldn't take that much time off. I only took off for 3 weeks, and then I had to go straight back to work because I have little babies that I have to provide for. So yesterday I ended up drinking, let me just say that. But normally, whenever I'm going down like some deep dark rabbit hole or something like that, like my boyfriend is my best friend. You know, he's who I go to for everything, and he's who I run to like whenever I'm struggling or having a hard time. And I don't know, I didn't want to like I've been able to bless him with being able to stay home and grieve. You know, he's still working and stuff, of course, but the hard days, like, it's okay. He can stay home and he can just take that time and he can be okay because he can pay for my whole household if I need to. And that's a beautiful thing. And I don't, you know, I love that I've been able to give that to him, and just the thought of like taking that from him and then also like adding stress onto his shoulders. Like, you know, I might be without a job in, you know, 3 weeks to a month. I don't know, I just went down like such a deep dark rabbit hole yesterday. Then also like my boss, like, it's not even just like about, it's not about money. Like, I don't care about money. I can make money anywhere. It's just literally about my honey, and like not feeling like I'm gonna add stress to him in the middle of him grieving. And for those of you who like don't know, like whenever him and I moved in together, you know, I was only able to take off those 3 weeks, and I had to go straight back to work. When him and I moved in together, like 6 months after we moved in, he let me stay home and take off for 6 months so that I could just grieve properly, because I was struggling so much with my grief and I hadn't ever like processed it. And I will forever ever be grateful for that beautiful gift that he gave me, right? Like, that's such a beautiful thing. And the fact that I was able to like reciprocate that, I don't know, it made me feel good, and I didn't want it to go away. And then also, like, Sue, my boss, like, she's so great. I've never had a boss that I love as much as her. Like, I've been so blessed with, like, so many good bosses. If any of my other bosses watch this, like, please don't take offense to this, but, like, to be able to work so closely with someone, like, so personally, like, every single day for months, like, we're together every single day, all day, you know, a lot of you guys know, like, last month I really only took off, I think, like 3 days for the whole month. So we have spent so much time together, and she is such a good person. I even told her yesterday when I was at work, I was like, you know, whenever people like make an impact on your life, you should tell them. Like, you should always tell them. Like, that's such a beautiful gift that you can give to someone else, letting them know that they've made a difference. And I was like, I hope you know what, how much of a difference like you've made in my life, because I've just implemented so many things that she's taught me. And then, like, there's so many things that she's not even aware that she's, like, rubbed off on me on, like, she's so soft-spoken, and she's so sweet and so kind and just so positive, even though she herself has gone through so much in life. And I really strive to be like her, and I've even like adapted her speaking gently, which I've always practiced speaking kindly and softly, but like on a whole different level. Like even to the point where my 10-year-old Eliana was like, Mama, like, I can tell you've been really practicing talking really nice. And I was like, oh, like, I don't know. She just means so much to me, and the family means so much. And my coworker and I, like, I have one coworker that her and I work every single day, 5 days a week together. And when her and I first started working together naturally, like females do, we bumped heads, and it was really hard and it was really rough. And now I adore her. Like, I love her the days that she's not working, and I'm so sad that I miss her. And she's just such a little warm, like, just such a little cup of joy, you know? Like, I love them so much. And then just thinking of all of that going away yesterday, like, it became too much. And I didn't want to lean on my honey because I didn't want to, like, cause any more stress or burden or, oh, I need to quit crying. I didn't want to, like, sorry, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna dry these tears up. I don't mean to be such a crybaby. Anyways, I didn't do the right thing. I didn't call my friend Felicia that I've talked to you guys about. That's, like, basically like my sponsor. I could have gone to a meeting. Like, there's so many things that I could have done, and I didn't do any of it. And I ended up drinking 2 BuzzBallz. I went to the gas station, and I just sat in my car and just drank them and cried because I just want you guys to know that, like, I messed up. I'm human. I'm not perfect either. And I really don't want to start over. Like, do you have to do that? Is that really a thing? Like, do I have to start all my days all over? Because I don't want to. I will. But I really don't want to. I get it. I get the devastation now because I really didn't understand it. For time in the past, like, if I would have drank, first of all, I wouldn't have just been 2 BuzzBallz. I would have just gotten completely hammered and drank, like, a lot. And then second of all, the next day I would just, like, I don't care. Like, I went, 60-something days without drinking. Like, I don't have a problem. I'm going to drink if I want to drink. Like, it's not an issue. And this would have started my whole, like, drinking again and not wanting to be sober, right? This is my cycle. But this time is the first time that, like, I'm so convicted and I feel so bad. And I just wish I could go back and take it back, but I can't. This be a lesson to anyone who's, like, a little bit into their sobriety. Like, if you're considering drinking a couple of drinks and you think that it's not going to mess with you, you think that it's not going to affect you, it is. It is. It is. I'm really mad at myself right now. Oh, I did it. I felt like it was just going to fix all my problems, and then it didn't. And then I came home and I wanted to tell on myself right away, and I got so mad because my honey came outside and instantly within minutes was like, you've been drinking, haven't you? And I was like, what? And Jessica, who's had anything in her, is argumentative and doesn't like being called out. So I was like, no, I don't. Like, what? No, I haven't. And I literally just went to bed, and that was like 8 o'clock last night. So then I got up this morning and took my best friend to go drop her off for her surgery, and came home and told my honey right away, like, I'm so sorry, because sober Jessica does not lie. I told you guys, drunk Jessica can be snaky. She can be deceptive, but at the end of the day, it's important to be accountable. And I get it if I'm not someone to be looked up to anymore, or if I am not somebody that you guys want to follow anymore. I totally understand that. I get it. I let you guys down, and I let myself down, and that sucks. But this isn't going to send me on some bender. Normally that's what this would do. Normally this would be the start of me being like, I'm good. I don't care anymore. My gives up are done. They're gone. But this time I actually want it, and I actually feel very convicted. I think that's why I feel so bad. I believe in practicing what you preach, and I don't believe in sulking. So I'm gonna put on my big girl panties, and I'm going to take action. I'm going to find some Celebrate Recovery meetings to go to and look at all that, because, like I said, maybe there really is something to this. Maybe I shouldn't be all high and mighty and think that I, like, got this by myself and I don't need help. So I see that that's just not the case. Anyways, I'm going to go, you guys. Have a great rest of the day.